Hello everyone, this is Faisal with another video. I am driving the absolutely stunning Suzuki Baleno. I've driven it for about a week. Let's do a quick review. Okay, so the Suzuki Baleno is really fun to drive. It has smooth gear changes. The clutch is actually not bad as well. It's actually quite soft. And this is a real fun car to drive. This is a 1.4 GLX. But it feels more like a 2-liter. Holding the steering wheel and driving the car feels solid, and it really gives you a sense of driving a very luxurious vehicle. And I think it is that, because it's got a lot of features and it's got a lot of oomph, if you want to put it that way. Like my wife Amara said, that it has a little grunt as well, which makes it feel like you are driving a turbo vehicle. So I'm really having fun with the Suzuki Baleno, and as I mentioned, I mean, a really wonderful vehicle. Okay guys, so the Suzuki also boasts a 6.2-inch infotainment system, and you can hook up your phone via 2 ways, with Android Auto and also with Apple CarPlay. At the moment, I've got my phone hooked up via a cable, but you can also connect your devices via Bluetooth. So currently, as you can see, I am listening to one of my favorite tracks, which is Man on the Moon. As is the case with most Japanese manufacturers, Suzuki's cars are known for their build quality and reliability. Now in Suzuki South Africa's product lineup, the Baleno is one of 3 hatchbacks, running alongside the Celerio and the Swift. Now the Baleno is fun and exciting. I was overwhelmed when the car was delivered to me, with Michael from Suzuki saying, "I love this car, it's my baby." And how right he was. I love this car. It caters to the buyer who wants more space and sprightly better performance than offered by its siblings. As such, the B segment car is 3995 millimeters long and has a wheelbase that is at about 2520 millimeters, 70 millimeters longer than the Swift. The attractive grille has a typically Suzuki Visage, with the lines flowing down to run underneath the badge. Alright guys, so the front of the Suzuki also has beautiful lights, and as you can see, it does have the daytime running lights. So this switches on when you start the car. So that's actually quite cool. And on this side as well. And let's not forget that the Suzuki also has fog lamps, and it has a nice little spoiler, makes it look really sporty. At the rear, there is a neat roof spoiler, while the hatch, as you can see, I'm going to open it up now, opens up fairly high, as the leading edge runs only slightly lower than the rear tail lights. Now the deep boot's load capacity is rated at about 355 liters, but can expand to a maximum of 1085 liters when the boot cover is removed and the rear seats are folded flat. Okay guys, so I'm a bit disappointed because the Suzuki Baleno doesn't have a full-size spare wheel. It's actually got the spaghetti spare wheels, or the biscuit spare wheels as I call it. So at the back of the Suzuki Baleno, you also have park distance sensors, and let's not forget the 1.4 GLX also comes with a rear reverse camera. As you can see there, this projects an image onto the 6.2-inch infotainment display in the cabin of the vehicle. Okay, so I also like the back of the vehicle because there's some finishings that really enhance the beauty of this particular vehicle. So at the back you do have this chrome piece which enhances the cosmetic. Okay, so the Suzuki Baleno also come with disc brakes all round, as you can see here, and it's got 16-inch tires, so that is 185, 55, 16. Okay guys, so this is the Suzuki Baleno 1.4 GLX. The 1.4 liter naturally aspirated engine offers 68 kilowatts and 130 Newton meters torque, all sent to the front wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. Now guys, the Baleno can pride itself on one crucial aspect: fuel efficiency. Now over the last week I covered about more than 200 kilometers going to work at Radio Some Studios in Malaysia and also running around town. Now check this out. I was on my way to Midrand and look at the fuel efficiency of this particular vehicle. Alright, so the Suzuki Baleno is extremely light on fuel. I'm averaging around 4.7 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm on my way to Midrand to my in-laws house. Now this didn't make a difference whether I'm driving now to Midrand or whether I'm driving within the suburban areas, like going from my home in Lenasia South to Radio Islam Studios in Lenasia. So it was an average of between 4.7 and 4.8 kilometers per 100 kilometers, which is extremely light. Okay guys, so getting in the Suzuki is relatively easy. It is comfortable. As you can see, my legs are stretched out. Now the driver's seat is my driving position and I'm fairly tall. Even with the seat this back, I can still stretch my legs out as well. So a lot of space in the Suzuki Baleno for at least a big adult here, maybe a small little one in the middle, and another big adult on the other side. Also in the Suzuki Baleno, there's a number of features here at the back. You do have a charging port, a 12-volt charging port at the back. So you can charge your phone or you can do anything else you want there as well. And then you also have these sort of holders or little pockets where you can put things in as well, but only on the passenger side. Also at the back, as you can see here, you do have seat belts for all three passengers, including headrests. And then coming on to the back, obviously you have your lock button, and you also have electronic windows, a cup holder, and a little storage compartment there. The front of the Suzuki is very interesting. Also very comfortable, easy to get into the car, and it really feels like you're sitting in a cockpit, possibly of a jet fighter or even the space shuttle, with a very interesting dash. So the Baleno in GLX, guys, is kitted with a host of features to make it count in a sea of competitive rivals. The Suzuki Baleno is packed with standard features that will make most cars look pale in comparison. Now in the GLX version, which I have here, you are greeted with a decently spec'd cabin, as you see me getting in the back seat and also in the front seat as well, and with comfortable cloth seats, electronic windows as you can see here on the side, and mirrors. Okay, so also in the cabin you do have a very interactive climate control system. So as you can see, there is a digital readout here, and you've got all the other buttons to adjust the temperature. So if I press the mode button, you can adjust various modes for the temperature. You also have auto, the aircon there, and you have the off button, and then the internal and external temperatures, and then whether you want it hot or cold. And you've got the rear demister and the front as well, which switches on the aircon, and then obviously this is to put the fan on. So at the bottom also you do have a 12-volt charging port there, and next to it a USB and AUX port as well. A 6.2-inch Pioneer infotainment system and a small 4.2-inch information screen, as you can see here in the instrument cluster sited between the speedometer and the rev counter. Now, apart from giving the necessary trip computer information, ambient temperature and average speed, this secondary screen also offers a graphic display of the power and torque supplied from the moment you start the car. So let's check that out. So you have this main screen, which is a 4.2 inch, as I mentioned. It gives you a whole lot of features there, which is the average fuel economy, the range, and it also shows you the back seat, left to right, the passengers, and they are not buckled up. If I press the stalk here once, it does give you another reading or another graphic display of the average fuel consumption. This is absolutely quite cool. And if I press the stalk again, it gives you another graphic display. That's the driving time. In this case, this car has been driven 44 hours, 23 minutes and 45 seconds and counting. Also at the bottom, it does give you the kilometers traveled and the total kilometers on this particular vehicle. If I click it again, it gives you the time, so basically the clock in analog and digital, and it gives you the date. And if I press it again, now this is the motion of the car. So it basically gives you where the car is shifting from side to side, front to back, and the force that is applied when you press a brake and when you accelerate as well. And if I press it again, now this is the torque and the power. And then this one is the acceleration and the brake. And if I press the stalk one more time, it comes to a blank screen. And also on the 4.2 inch screen, you do get the time and you get the temperature. So that's actually quite cool. I really love the graphics on display in this vehicle. As I mentioned with the Espresso, I love a good dashboard. And if you're sitting in this particular Baleno, I think it's like sitting into a very, very advanced cockpit. Now, as I mentioned earlier, all the windows are electronically operated, and access to the vehicle and starting the car can be done without a key. So let's check how that works. I'm going to press the start-stop button here. So basically the car can start without a key, and then just press it once again to stop it. Coming on to price-wise, guys, the Suzuki Baleno 1.4 GLX model, as you see here, retails for around 259,900. Now the price includes a 5-year 200,000 kilometer promotional warranty and also includes a 4-year 60,000 kilometers service plan. And while it may seem like a fair amount of money, it, number one, compares very well against its rivals, and number two, offers an extremely well-equipped package that few cars in its segment can ever match. Okay guys, so the Suzuki Baleno 1.4 GLX was extremely fun to drive. I really enjoyed this car. It is absolutely awesome. It is packed with features, and I can tell you that you will never be disappointed when you drive this car or you purchase this car. So I love the color of this particular Suzuki. It comes in a number of colors, but this color here is called the Stargaze Blue Pearl Metallic, and it really does shine out like the rest of the car. Absolutely awesome vehicle, and the only thing I wish is if I could keep it, but I will be testing out another Suzuki next week, so look out for that one. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. And remember, if you've got any other questions with regards to the Suzuki Baleno, please drop them in the comment section below. I will also include the Suzuki website, so you can also check out more details of this awesome vehicle. Until next time, please do take care of yourself. See you around, and peace.